Hi viewers, welcome back. This is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will try to build the Angular application and we will see the files, what are the files that are going to be generated. In the previous video, we have seen the theoretical implementation, that what are the files we have read. Now in the practical implementation, we will see the files and also what are the problems and what is the file size and how to overcome the file size and all those things. Let's try to see. Normally, if I tell you how we will run the application using the command ngserve-o. -o means it will directly open the browser. So it will compile the files and it will directly open the browser. Now let's try to press the enter. So if I try to press the enter, it will start generating the files, create the files, and it will start generating the bundles and it will keep it in the memory. ngserve command will not create the files in any physical location. So normally we have learned, right? So it will be created in the dist/myops, something like that, output directory. But here ngserve will not create the files in any place physical location. So it will be created in the memory. If you try to see here, automatically the output has been opened. And let's try to see the files also. These are the files that are generated in the memory. These are kept in the memory, not in the physical location. Vendor.js file, which is around 2.10 MB, that is too much. Polyfills.js 339.14 KB and styles.js along with styles.js file also. These are the two files that has been created, 212.440 KB. Main.js file 33 and runtime.js file 6.07. And also we have seen what is the code that is existing in each files. Now let's try to see here in the inspect element what is the file size. So is that the file size that we have seen is getting loaded or not here. Now let me sort it by file size, and here the vendor.js is 2.2 MB, so is correct only. Polyfills is 348 KB. So these are all the files that are going to be created. So now if you try to see here, the file size what we have seen 2.2 MB is too much, right? So for a JavaScript file 2.2 MB is too much. So what does this vendor.js file consist of is the Angular core file and all those things are vendor files. So these are all the files, other files you will be having. Now if you try to see, we have run this ngserve-o, and if you see the Angular application, there is nowhere the dist folder has been created. As we already discussed, these all files are kept in the memory. Now let's try to run the ngbuild command. Okay. Now I am running this ngbuild command and I am running with a configuration of dev. Okay. Configuration is equal to development mode. So default it will be in the production mode, but I am running this one in the development mode. Let's try to see what are the files that are going to be created. Now this time when you run the command ngbuild command, now the generated files will not be kept in the memory. Those all files will be created in the dist folder with the name of the application inside that one. That folder will be that output directory you will be able to see using the options. So these are the options in the build. Okay. So this is the build, and here this is the dev kit output path. This is the output path that is going to be created. Now let's try to run it. Now if I run this ngbuild, let's try to see. It will take some time to build the application. So this one also will generate the files and all those things. Bundles it will create. So these are all the bundles that are going to be created. And after building these bundles, it will create the dist folder according to the output path here what we have given in the angular.json file. And in this output path, the dist folder will be created. So now here if you try to see, so these are the chunk files that are going to be created. So normally vendor.js file is created in the development mode. So that is not that much of decreased regarding the serve file, 1.90 MB. Polyfills.js file. So these are all the files. But now if you try to see here, styles.js file is not created. Okay. So that was for serving purpose and those things. So JS file is created. But when we are building manually, so JS file is not created. Now if you try to see here in the dist folder, you will be able to see all the files. These are all the files using the source map. So when you run the configuration using the development mode, the source maps files will be created. But when you run in the production mode, source map files will not be created. Now if you open this index.html file, so where is this index.html file? Yeah, here is the index.html file. In this index.html file, if I try to format this one, so let me try to format. Okay. Yeah, I have formatted this one. So here at the top you will be able to see the styles.css file, and here these are the 4 files that has been placed here: runtime.js, polyfills, vendor, main.js. So like this here will be placed. Now let's try to run the bundle, the same bundle using the production mode. So I am running this one using the production mode. Okay. So if I try to run this one in the production mode, let's try to see this one. So what are the files that are going to be created? What are the difference between these two builds, development build and also the production build, or something like serve build also. Serve and what we can say, the build with the product development mode is one and the same only. So let it create. Now if you try to see here, okay, now previously it was created only with the main.js, but here it will be created with a hash code, something like used for the cache busting. Now here the main.js file is created, polyfills runtime styles.js. Nice. But if you try to observe, vendor.js file is not created in the production mode. The vendor.js file is combined with the main.js file, and it will be having only 204 KB only. The total file size of this one is the 204 KB only. So this is the thing you'll be able to see. And also polyfills.js, so 36.21 KB only, whereas in the development mode is 128, and here this is 1 KB only runtime.js, and styles.css file is 0 bytes. Why? Because we are not using any styles. So right now. So this is how in the production mode it will be built. Now the thing what we need to learn is, so here we have seen the list of files that has been created, right? Normally if you try to see, here it is taking 2.2 MB of the file size, right, in the development mode. Now we need to know what is the code existing in that vendor.js file. So we need to debug. So we need to decrease the file size so that in the production mode, so much more the file size will be decreased. So for the 2.2 MB we are getting 204 KB, means if we decrease the file size to 1.5 MB or something like that, that file size will be decreased to 100 KB, right, in the production mode. And we also want to debug the production build files also. What is the content that is existing in that build file? So we need to debug. So if you are using any unwanted JavaScript libraries or what, so the things what we are not using normally. So is there any jQuery included that we are not using? So like that, if you want to see means, so what is the thing we need to do? So fortunately we have the tools existing in the Angular. So we can check that one, the vendor.js file, what are the content that is existing in the vendor.js file or polyfill styles. So we can check what are the contents that are existing and which one is taking how much file size. So we can analyze the build also. We can analyze that JS file. So the tools are nothing but Webpack Bundle Analyzer, and the another one is the Source Map Explorer. So these are the two tools which I personally commonly use in order to debug the JS files. So what in order to analyze or debug these JS files. So these are the tools. So in the next video we will see what is these tools and how install these packages or tools, and how we can see. Let's try to see it in the next video. Hope you understood about these files and all those things and the file size. So what is the build it is doing, and what are the file size, and what are the files that are going to be created, you have seen in the build, right? So hope you understood about this one. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.